Y'all, so I'm gonna get into my coming out story. So I decided to film it while I was at home in North Carolina with my mom because I thought it would be cool to get like her perspective and my perspective. It affected two different people. So you'll see her. Well, you won't see her. You'll see me. I put the camera on me because she didn't want to be filmed, which is understandable. I was just thankful that she was willing to record and even talk about it in the first place, because how many parents want to talk about their child's coming out story, especially when it was like the way that it happened. So a lot of things happen like the way that it happened. It was like I wouldn't wish that on anybody, the way that it happened, because I didn't even get to come out. I was really pulled out the day that it happened. I was dealing with this girl. You know how back in the day everybody had like, you stacked your shoes up in like a shoe box and you put your shoes on top of it, and you had like important information and stuff inside of the shoe box, like no one could see it or no one would go in there. So I had a picture of me and my girlfriend at the time, a picture of us at the beach or whatever. She just had her arm around me, but she was a stud. Of course, I'm a film. It wasn't even like all lovey like that. It was just her arm around me. So okay. So my mom found that picture. So I came home that night from with her. She had dropped me off. So I walk in the house and my mom was like, what the fuck, what's going on with this picture? I'm like, what picture? She threw the picture at me and I picked it up. I'm like, that's my friend. I'm just at the beach with my friend. She like, that ain't your friend. You lying. Like, I was just still trying to lie because like I was 17 years old. I didn't know how to tell her that I was a lesbian because this was a long time ago. Like, it wasn't even, how they have parades and it's like a bandwagon type thing. It wasn't like that back then. Like, it isn't anything that anybody would really want to be. Like, it wasn't any fun. So, I'm still lying or whatever. She like, well, you need to get out. You need to go be with her. Let her take care of you like I'm doing it. I'm like, but you, my mama, like, you know what I'm saying? She like, I'm like, okay, so let me get my clothes. I tried to brush past her. I'm like, let me just get my clothes. She like, no, get out with what you got on. I'm like, really? So I had to go. This was a long time ago. I had to walk up the street in the cold, walk to the pay station. What is it? Payphone. Wait for her to get home because she didn't have a cell phone. So I had to wait for her to get home, call her house phone for her to come back and pick me up. It was just like a real messy situation. Fast forward, I stayed with the girl I was dealing with at the time. One of her friends, she had a 1-bedroom. So we stayed at her 1-bedroom. That lasted every bit of like 3 days. So then we ended up splitting up. I ended up going to stay with my best friend. Staying with my best friend, and she like went back to her house or whatever. She stayed with her mama. She was like probably 21 or 22, and I was 17. So all this happened a week before my 18th birthday. So basically on my 18th birthday, I was put out. My girl had to buy me clothes, like, pay for me to eat. Like, it was just like, she had to pay for everything. Like, it was just like, wow. So my mom, my friends called my mom, like, even my friend's sister talked to my mom, like, that's your daughter, regardless of whatever. My mom was not trying to hear it. So she ended up making me call her. So I called, she was like, you don't need to talk for her. She need to call me. So I called her. I called my mom. We had the conversation, and she was like, well, I'm gonna think about letting you come home. Cause I was like, I need to come home. I don't have no clothes. I'm running out of clothes. Like, I was trying to make her feel bad or whatever. So she had Aries. She was like, I'll think about letting you come home. So I'm chilling at my friend's house. The next day we get a knock on the door. And I'm like, we're like, who at the door? And there's like, it's Tianka. I'm at the door. I'm like, oh God. So she like, my friend's sister talked to her. We all, standing around talking to her, whatever. And she was just real quiet or whatever. My mama is never quiet. Aries are never quiet. So, we left. She was like, come on, let's go. So we left. We got in the car, we talked, we went home, we talked some more, and I went ahead and like kept it real with her. Like, I went ahead and told her, like, I was scared, I didn't know how to tell you, like, I ain't want people to judge me, because people can be like really cruel to you. Like, it's not like an easy journey, like, to walk. Even right now, even in 2020, people are getting killed for their sexuality. Fast forward, I ended up going back home, getting back on track. I was already finished with school at that time, at the age of 17. So it was like, I just need to look for a job and stuff like that. So she thought it was a phase. She was like, this a phase you going through. You're not going to be like that for real. Ain't no way, this and that. So here we are, 2020, and it was not a phase. I've already explained my side. I'll just, cut to a clip of her, explaining to you what happened, how she felt that day that she found out. The same day that I walked in, basically we'll pick it up from that day, you know, from her perspective.
Well, I had went in your room, and I was going in your room, probably be nosy, who knows? But
Of
anyway,
course.
I went in your room, and I accidentally kicked the box. And when I kicked the box had pictures of you and this female in there, all hugged up or whatever. I knew the girl had been coming over here. She was a little older girl. And then I said, oh, she got to be older than about 14, 16, 17. And then, you know, I didn't like her. Instantly, I didn't like her. I don't know why I didn't like her.
So do you remember the whole part where it was like, I came home from with her. It was like one night I came home with her, and it was basically right here in the living room, right here by the door. And I was like, you confronted me with a picture, like, what is this? And I'm like, I'm just at the beach with my friend, like it's nothing. So like, of course I was trying to lie, because you know, like I ain't know like how to tell you what to tell you. So like, it just got real ugly. Like you called me like, you know, names and stuff like that, and you basically,
I was a fool.
yeah,
I was a fool.
yeah. And so basically, you told me,
beast beyond. I was mad.
yeah, and then you told me like basically I had to leave with the clothes that I had. Like you wouldn't let me get my clothes. So I went to Jerry's sister house for a week. I stayed there for I stayed there like a week. It was like a week before my 18th birthday. And do you remember John talked to you, Jerry's sister talked to you? You were like real angry. She talked to you like basically that's your child, and you know, you shouldn't do her like that and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember.
What was going through your mind? Like after you know, like you put me out and stuff, what was going through your mind as a parent? Like, did you feel like you failed as a parent, or like what was going on in your mind?
That too, and then I felt betrayed, because I felt like if you should have told me, it was nothing that you couldn't come to me and talk to me about. And then when I realized you was out there and you was out there by yourself and stuff like that, then I was feeling bad, knowing that you didn't have nowhere to go, not knowing if you were eating or how you were living and stuff like that. And so that's when eventually Jerry called and said, you wanted to come back home. Mm-hmm. And I was like, don't call me, let her call me, don't you call me.
When you really came to terms with everything, with my lifestyle, you had a conversation with a stranger. What was that conversation about?
I had a conversation. I met a lady from Jamaica. She was just an interesting lady. They called her Mama. And she owned her own body shop. So she was telling me, she said, Miss, you need to concentrate on you. You need to do you. You need to live your life. She said, because at this rate, you're going to either hurt somebody or something bad going to happen to you, because you got so much anger built up inside you that you need to let it go and just concentrate on you and live your life. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't get over her words, just constantly stayed with me over and over and over again. So that's why I started doing me, and I've been doing me ever since. And so my thing is, no matter what's going on in your children's life, no matter what's going on in your children's life, whether it be that gay, that straight, that whatever it is, we as parents, we're only human. And my thing is, we can make mistakes, they can too, but my thing is, you have to love your children unconditionally, just like you love yourself. And you know, when I let go and learn to trust God and just let you live your own life and decide I'm going to live my own life because I raised you where you know right from wrong, I felt, and I just said, I'm just going to do me. And my life has been sweet ever since. I don't even look back. My life has been just wonderful. And now you're in your own place. I'm in my own place. There's no need of me telling you anything, because you grown, you know?
Yeah.
So
2 years later, one of my gay male friends, he actually went through the same situation. His parents put him out and everything, but it was worse because he was a preacher's son. So I'll let her tell you about the story herself.
He was a nice young man, and I felt so sorry for him, because he just was like, well, I'll go live in the street. He said, I don't want to bother your mama. I just don't want to bother his dad hated him, his mama hated him, his daddy preached, his mama they in the church. And I said, no, he would not live in the street. And you said, Mom, say, my bed big enough, he can sleep with me, you know. I made sure that, because my house ain't was so big, I made sure that he ate. I made sure that he had a place to stay, he could go keep his job. And I called his parents and I talked to them. And I told them that what kind of preacher is that you'd rather turn your child away and let him live in the street and not knowing what more bad stuff can happen out there to him, because it's some people that just kill you because of your lifestyle.
Right.
And that is just so sad.
That was my coming out story. I hope it reaches at least one person, to help save someone, because like I said, my friend was my friend was suicidal, and you would never want anybody to end their life basically behind their sexuality. Who you sleep with, who you love is nobody else's business. People need to stop being so judgmental and just start to love one another. That's why we're all here. That's basically the core value of what life is about. So just, love one another, help one another. If you see somebody struggling, just help them. Just, have compassion for people, even if you don't quite understand what's going on. Bye.